Hey y'all, so this is our 2K Q&A. So thank you so much. That we're actually like over 2,000 subscribers, which is insane to me. Wow. So yeah, thank you so much. And if I didn't answer a question that you wanted to know the answer to, then you can ask in the comments and I will answer it. Starting off, we have Daisy Diaz asked, who's your go-to band or artist? Which, first of all, how am I supposed to answer this? This is a hard question. I don't know what to do. But obviously, 21 Pilots is one of my go-to bands or artists. I mean, it really depends on what I'm in the mood for, because sometimes it's 21 Pilots, sometimes it's The Killers, sometimes it's Glass Animals, or Dodie Clark, or John Bellion, or just, I don't know, jazz. Like, it really depends. JTG asks, what action or thing in life brings you the most joy? And for me, this has to be making or creating live music with other people, because there's something really amazing whenever you're making music with other people and you're just in tune with everyone, and it's like you're one entity and you're on the same wavelength, and all the music that you're making just becomes alive, and it's this living, breathing thing, and it's so cool, and you just feel it in your chest, and it's like, those are the moments when I feel the most alive and the most content and joyful, is when I'm creating music and it's so beautiful and Our next question is by Dead Alien Kiddo, which, first of all of their comments really crack me up. But the question is, what's your favorite meme of all time? This is such a hard question. I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I was, it was keeping me up at night. I didn't know what to do. It was really hard for me. But I finally decided, it's the meme where, for real, it's the meme where the guy is going like this, and it's like, if you can't do this if you don't do this, or something. Like, for example, I'll always quote it reference it, whatever. I'm like, I can't fail the test if I don't take the test. Or I'll just do that all the time. I'll be like, dun, 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 dun. I don't know. It's probably my favorite just because a lot of times my logical brain will think like that, and then that meme is just making fun of it, and I'm like, you got me, boy. Julia asks, what are 3 things you love about life? The first one, I'm gonna have to say music, of course. My second one is, I thought about it and I wrote self-expression, and when I say that, I mean like a lot of things. Tattoos, just the way I present myself, art, creating things, music, just our ability to be able to express ourselves. I love that about life. And then the last thing is, I'm gonna sound like an old person, but like scenery and mountains and sunsets and just like small things about nature. Like, sometimes I'll be walking and then I'll look up at the sky and I'm like, whoa, it's gorgeous. Don't know how to pronounce this, but Fioletoa Panda says, what's your favorite animal? And there's like a little unicorn by it, so I'm assuming that their favorite animal is a unicorn. And I'm gonna have to say Harmony, my dog, which that's a picture of my dog that my friends made me for my birthday, because I love my dog, Harmony, and I definitely did not cry when I took that out of the gift bag and saw a picture of my dog. Didn't do that. Ana Santos asked 2 questions. The first one was, do people know about your YouTube channel? Do you want them to know? Okay, like about 2 or 3 people know about my YouTube channel. My best friend, and then another one of my friends who randomly stumbled upon my videos because he had it on autoplay, and yep. And do I want them to know? Well, I have really mixed feelings about that. I mean, first off, I'm putting videos on the internet for all the public to see, so clearly I don't care that much that people are watching it. But the thing is, like, I think the reason why I have mixed feelings about it is because the stuff that I put on my channel is kind of vulnerable, like my weekly thoughts videos, and I put work into the songs, and it's something that I care about, so people could judge me for it and stuff. But also, I mean, if I knew, or just knowing like that people in my real life are watching my videos can sometimes make me want to put a filter on myself, because it's like a different side of me that people normally don't see, I guess. I don't know. So that's the only thing, is that I'm not going around telling everyone about my YouTube channel, because it is something that I care about and is like a side of me that I guess not everybody knows about. I don't know. I'm kind of rambly because I have mixed feelings and thoughts about it. So, yeah, good question. But the other thing that they asked was, what was the first song you learned to play? They didn't specify what instrument, so I'm just going to say for all of the instruments. The first instrument I learned was the violin, and I'm pretty sure the first piece I learned was like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or some Suzuki piece, because that's the books that I was going through when I was learning. For the piano, the first piece that I learned, y'all might know it, it's whenever you use your knuckles on like the black keys and go ba-rum bum bum 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 bum, like, that whole thing. And I learned that in, I don't know, kindergarten or something, when in music class, and I went up to the keyboard and the teacher taught me that, and I mean, I don't know, that was fun. And then like probably the second song or piece I learned was Chopsticks on the piano. For the ukulele, I'm pretty positive that the first piece I learned on it was Truce by 21 Pilots. And for the guitar, it was some like Spanish piece. I really don't remember. My mom taught me. The next question is by Sapphirific? I don't know. But they asked, if it's too personal, you don't have to answer, but what is your sexual orientation? And this isn't like a huge part of my life or like a big focus of my life, but basically I like to say that I like who I like, and whoever that may be, it is. Yeah. Mr. Franca, not sure, said, Hola friend, what do you think of the band Half.Alive? Could you do a cover? And I went and checked out the band Half.Alive. I almost said Half-Life, because that's a good video game, sorry. Half-Alive, and they gave me a 21 Pilots vibe, which I thought was cool, but they did have their own style and seemed to be, still figuring that out, but I did really enjoy the song Awake Night. Our next question is by Joseph Spajima. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I always love their comments. Really kind person, and always has something interesting to say on my weekly thoughts videos, so thank you. So they said, how do you get these weekly thoughts all the time? Are there always prior experiences that you get them from? By the way, I admire you so much, and thank you for all this support to everybody. You're such a beautiful, talented person. Continue. Just keep going. Thank you so much. Yes, tell me more great things. No, but thank you, honestly. Thank you so much. That's really kind. But yeah, usually there always is prior experiences. The thing with the weekly thoughts videos, first of all, I mean, I know I haven't been posting them regularly lately, but I'm the type of person that overthinks things, and I'm always thinking about stuff. And with the weekly thoughts videos, it helps me to sort of organize my thoughts about certain situations that have happened, or just, I don't know, to get things out there. And sometimes I find whenever I'm talking to another person or on those videos, it's almost like I'm talking to myself and I'm telling myself my own advice, So that's kind of cool. But yeah, there usually is some sort of experience that triggers a certain weekly thoughts video, but sometimes there isn't, and it's just kind of like what I've been thinking about or something that's come up in the past regularly, and I'm like, I feel like I want to talk about this today. By Paul Obermeyer, don't know if I pronounced it right. How do you make your songs, and how long do you need to make them? So first of all, everybody writes their own songs differently, and so I'm just going to tell you how I do them, which is what the question asked. So why am I explaining this? I don't know. Basically, all of my songs are very centered on the lyrics, so I usually write the lyrics first, and I have some visual aids. I carry around like this little notebook and this notebook with me, and any sort of thoughts that I think are poetic or whatever, I just write down, and ideas or things, so I just have lots of just little lyrics that I have in these notebooks. And then I will be, messing around and stuff, and I'll go back and I'll look at all of these little pieces, and whatever I've been thinking about or going through or feeling, I'll take that and find a theme and sort of put the lyrics together, or sometimes I'll just start and write a complete song. Like, I'll just sit down and I'll write a complete song. It's really strange because sometimes I'll finish a song in like a day, and another time it'll take me months, like I'll start writing a song and then I'll just stop and I don't feel motivated to finish it, or I don't feel like I have the right words, or I don't know, it's really strange, I don't know. But usually I'll take those lyrics, put it into sort of a coherent rough draft, and I'll figure out what instrument I think sounds best with the theme I'm going for and the emotions and all that stuff, and I'll just mess around, find different chord progressions, sort of sing the lyrics, hear what melodies come out of that. And as I'm, have been writing songs and stuff, I'm realizing that, whenever I write songs, I don't want it just to sound like really generic, just like chord progressions, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm always wanting to try out different things and experiment, and that's when you find that, it's important to keep learning new things about the instruments that you're playing so that you can write better songs. For example, when I first started playing the ukulele, what could I do? Maybe C, E, and F, or something, and I could you can write a song with that, honestly. I mean, is it going to be the best song in the world? I don't know. Does it really matter as long as you're having fun expressing yourself and getting something out of it? I think so. For example, let's just go through some of my notebooks and write a really quick song just to show you a very simple way that you could write a song. I don't know. Okay, here's a lyric. I'm a fool half of the time, and that's the only time you've seen me. So, let's say, I would be like, I would just mess around. I'm a fool half of the time. I'm a fool half of the time. That's the only time you've seen me. I'm a fool half of the time. And as I'm like writing songs or whatever, I'll start off with whatever lyrics I have, and I'll, do mess around and stuff, and then I'll just keep playing the chords and just start singing, and different lyrics will just pop into my head. I won't even think about them. They'll just come out, and sometimes they're crap, other times they're good, and I'll write them down. And so it's kind of like you just let the music take over and sort of write itself, and I don't know, all of your subconscious kind of comes out in the songs, at least for me. But yeah, I have found that it's really important to keep learning new things about your instruments that you're practicing on so that you can write better songs and express yourself better. It's sort of like, you widen your vocabulary so you can express yourself better. So you're going to get better at your instrument so you can express yourself better or write better songs, etc., etc. Yeah, so that was all of the questions that y'all asked me, so thank you so much again, and I will see you soon, probably this weekend, with a Weekly Thoughts video, because I've been thinking a lot about a certain topic that I want to talk about. Yeah.